Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada hat, Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're going to have another intro song. Before that, we have a prelude. Quadro. Take it away.
What's going on? Oh, I got the audio on my
yeah, I thought we'll include you in like the intro music. You can play your jazz guitar there.
Well, that's not a... Here's the thing. This is not a jazz guitar. This is a Roland Aerophone AE20. And it's technically a digital saxophone. So I think by default, it has saxophone fingering. Now, I'm traditionally a drummer. That's where my musicianship stands. But that doesn't mean I can't... Yeah, well, I can play percussive egg. Here's a percussive egg.
All kinds of talents.
Only child, but...
Yeah, give it a whirl. Give it a whirl.
I'm whirling it up. All right. This is the what is it on? Now I might very well mess this up, which should be fine.
No,
I think this is on the clarinet. All right.
Dude, you're very musical.
Oh, there's the octave. See, I'm still learning how to play this thing.
This is cool. That was like Star Wars. That was like, when they go through the desert and they hit that bar. You gotta play that song.
Oh, yeah, that's the octave thing. All right, whatever.
Dude, that is cool.
But yeah, there's different sound effects. That's kind of
love
cool.
it.
Oh, I thought
we'll do our ladies intro, and then when we come back, then
let's do it.
We'll do it.
Trumpet.
What's up, Skip? Hey, fuck off! Fuck off! Go away! Fucking kangaroos.
Hello and welcome to the PulseChain Ladies stream featuring Rock Pro.
That's right.
Awesome.
I'm rocking today.
Are you
Because
ready?
I've got some electronic instruments. Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, for
Do you
me.
want to play
Okay, go.
Yeah. Dude, that is so cool. You
Pan
could work
flute.
that into like, you know, like animation, like games and stuff. Like that's got
Heck
some like
yeah,
really
good.
cool vibes.
Ooh, that's different.
That's like
I'm
slightly
still learning how to
Egyptian.
play this thing.
Wow, you're really good at it.
So I'm going through all the different, distort, jazz
Try that.
scat.
Try
What's
it.
this?
Try this.
Whoa, whoa.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't either. That's
Shit,
the
that's
magic.
good. Oh, that is like the
This
funny
is the
button.
Roland
Dude, that is
AE20.
funny. I've never heard like an instrument that can be
saxophone.
innately funny. Like that setting is like funny. That
What
like, that's
about
the
my
tickle
slide
thing.
whistle? That's not innately funny?
That's like walkies, like that slide whistle. That's like
Sorry. Please continue.
oh my god, it's so funny. All right, everyone, we're gonna wing it today. We're gonna talk about crypto. Stop
Yeah, we are,
laughing.
believe it or not.
Okay, I've got some news. I want to toot my own horn because nobody else is going to toot it. So
Alright.
toot. Yeah. Anyway, let me share something and then I can toot it some more. It's good you got that thing because my transitions are so slow.
Oh, timpani.
All right, BTC chart on the weekly. So 4 weeks ago, Sammy and I streamed, and I said, "Oh, I don't want to say this, but I think Bitcoin has got the most out of what it's going to get out of it this cycle." And I was like, "Oh, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it." And then look what happened to the chart, everyone. Now this is Doz's chart, so you can have a look at Doz's predictions over here. And look, I'm not saying it's not going to go down and up and down and up, but I think it'll bounce off this 120. I don't see it going that much higher. Like, am I out of my mind, Hodpril? What are your thoughts?
You're not. You're not, because it went to a super pump, and people have it in their brain, oh, it's just going to keep going up. But that's crazy amount of growth in a small amount of time. It's still growing, but it's got to correct, right?
Absolutely.
And overall, it's still crypto's pumping. You know what I mean? Ethereum, is pretty volatile and whatnot, still to the upside. But yeah, there are going to be major dumps.
Yeah, like
When you watch Ethereum,
different
that's kind of what's
story.
going to happen to PulseChain, right? When Ethereum follows Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, different story for Ethereum,
Yeah.
right? Because like massive whales are even like rotating over. Like they can see the time it's going to take them to make a double on Ethereum is obviously a lot shorter than BTC. So it's less liquid, and that's the whole that's the whole premise of PulseChain being leveraged on Ethereum, Ethereum being leveraged on BTC. So at the moment, Ethereum's doing great. Like Ethereum, like hats off to all the people that didn't, just capitulate on Ethereum and give up on it. And hats off to Richard for diamond handing his buy, because that wallet is in a huge amount of profit now, and that's just incredible. So yeah, he really smashed that one out of the park. Now I'm going to change this to Ethereum.
Yeah, change that.
There we go. Yeah, so Ethereum is retracing a little bit now, but to be expected. This run up is so epic. I mean, my predictions for Ethereum are around 7,500 to 8,000. When is it going to happen? That's the trickier thing, right? Like the timing on this thing, this cycle is for me in some ways a little bit harder to predict. But overall, so just before I go on to my next point, what are your thoughts on Ethereum?
Well, I think it's PulseChain is especially, I think it's pretty bullish considering what's happening all over the place, and especially on Ethereum, right? The overall Ethereum's going to go up over time because crypto's, kind of getting popular compared to the dollar. I know it's a very vague way of explaining it, but yeah, there's going to be some correction. There's going to be bear-esque things happening. I mean, PulseChain dropped 19% in was it a day or something like that? We kind of
The latest pullback has been epic, which we need to get into. Which
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought was a little bit pathetic from a lot of people. But so what do you think
Well,
about
things
Ethereum,
going
like
on.
target pricing and timing?
Pull up that chart again
Yeah.
for the Ethereum.
So this
Oh, I mean,
is
it's
on a weekly.
yeah.
I can give you a daily. Let's just see where it went to.
I mean, it does look like it's going to go down a bit again, right?
Down to 1400. Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
considering, yeah, I mean, this latest candle here, it's been doing it for maybe a couple of days of down. I mean, I'm bullish on Ethereum.
Yeah, but I mean,
think
look at
it's
that ramp
done
up
super
though.
well.
Like people are so upset within the last 2 days. Oh, it's going back down. Like, oh, of course it is. Look at that craziness.
Yeah,
When
it can't sustain. It's just not sustainable to do that, like until the
there
end
was
of
a
the
big
cycle.
hack that happened recently too, right? Not that I think that's necessarily
Yeah.
the reason for it, but it was.
Do you mean which chain do you mean on
Oh,
Ethereum?
geez, what was it? No, it was.
There was one on.
Let me see.
There was one on PulseChain. You're talking about
Oh
the.
yeah.
Yeah, there was one. I mean, hacks happen quite a lot, and a lot of the time, I'm not going to point any fingers, but generally speaking, the hacker is the person that runs their own protocol, and they either rug themselves or they have an exploit that they know how to exploit, which is kind of funny when it plays out, because then when you see the reactions from the team, sometimes the reactions are just so bizarre that you're like, oh, okay. So I find some of those things quite funny when you see the reactions afterwards. So yeah, I'm bullish on Ethereum. I think people are probably wise to have rotated over into Ethereum. This cycle in general, I don't think is going to be longer. A lot of people are calling for a longer cycle. I just don't believe in that. I mean, November 10th, it's all over for me, and that's based on historical figures. So people can say whatever they want, trying to get people to hold and round trip. But yeah, for me, the timing of the cycle is the same that it's always been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's with that. There's not much to say about it other than it's kind of it's retracing, kind of doing what it's expected to do, right? I mean, you even called it before,
Exactly.
And so meanwhile, we just sit and let it go, let it do its thing. I'm not freaking out,
No, I think everything is on track. We're going to get to PulseChain in a bit of a detail, but first, Shaggy Do, thank you for coming and being the first in chat. Appreciate you. Duke of Booze is here. Park Excellence is here. Academaciated, hello. How are you? We got Hex Force 1. Good to see you. Bit Finesse, good to see you. What is there to say about an asset or asset class that goes down for 4 years and goes up for less than a year? Is that even a thing? Maybe due to an asset being new, not well known enough. I think just tell us exactly what asset you're talking about and we can go into that a little bit more. Otherwise, I have to just kind of put my own interpretations onto it. And Frank,
I guess there was a security exploit on the Better Bank DeFi protocol. That's what it was. I was trying.
I thought that's what you were referring to, and I didn't know the protocol's name exactly, so I didn't want to.
I gotta look this up. No, right?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh great.
So,
of course,
we can talk about that a little bit. So, for what I know, they were somehow mixed in with PDI, like they were somehow connected to PDI in some way. Not that they're the same people or but in some way they had PDI earnings. And then when they had their hack, the PDI price took a dump and then someone got a bit emotional.
That's what it was.
But yeah, we all get emotional at the casino from time to time, so that's okay. Then I think Somi sort of made some remarks towards Liberty Finance. I'm not sure how they are all connected together, but maybe, yeah. And then I think, are they all friends again now? I don't think they're friends again yet. But yeah, I'm sure in a week's time they will be, and they'll forget that they had words.
There's a lot of this that I don't follow, you know what I mean? And so on stream, I'm like, oh, what went on? I'm kind of looking a little bit. I have a very, surface level understanding.
The casino is crazy sometimes. Like the casino is like, oh, I got hacked. Oh, I'm in a boating accident. Oh, this hacker, they took all my money, but then they gave me half back. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, cool, whatever. But yeah, I don't do any of the wallet analysis. Like, I think that's all like a pile of junk. But I think everyone knows that plays in the casino, there are so many risks that when you get into altcoins and volatile altcoins, you're dealing with like the highest risk asset you could possibly deal with, apart from meme coins, of course. So it's like you're already playing in a super high risk profile financial product. So if there's hacks that happen and exploits that happen, it's kind of to be expected. Like, I'd hate to say that, but being in something, a new technology or whatever, DeFi, all of these, there's a lot of craziness that happens. We're kind of lucky with PulseChain that the devs are responsible and took their time with it, and the products are safe.
And they put so much of their personal time into it too. I mean, they're invested emotionally, they're invested intellectually. They're on Twitter, posting sometimes, or answering questions in the Telegram. And
I can't imagine that they sleep all that much because they work hard. And all people have to do is choose one of Richard's core assets and hold it for the appropriate amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Manage
the hardest
what they
part
want
of the DeFi is to just have the willpower to hold. I mean,
it is.
It's so dumb, but it's what you're supposed to do. And people can't stand it. Oh, the price went down. Oh crap, what do I do? Like, get off the computer, learn to play an instrument or something weird. It'll go back up. It always does.
You have to keep entertained, like, in some way. Like, you have to have like hobbies, music. You have to live your life outside it, because the thing that makes you rich is holding and doing nothing. So being super tuned in and playing with all these different protocols is cool. And you can get a lot out of it in terms of learning how different DeFi products work, which I did for a few years because it was kind of kept me entertained, and I thought I could make money from it. But what it came down to was inevitably nothing. The thing that's going to make you money is the thing you're convicted in, and the thing that you hold and has a passionate community. That's hard to come by. Hex, it proved, Richard proved that it could be done with Hex on Ethereum. Ethereum in itself is obviously a good product, but it's quite weighty. So there's you want a product that has less liquidity that's actually going to move. So to choose an altcoin is, it's tricky. Like, you could choose a major altcoin and you'd probably do this well this cycle, but they're all going to take their turn, right? They're not going to all go up at one time. So, you might see Solana goes up and then it goes down, and then Link goes up and then it goes down. And then what people will do is they'll say, oh, okay, I'll buy the top 5 altcoins. And then what will happen is they'll start going up at different times, and then they'll move with the price, but they'll move just a bit too slow and at the wrong time and then wreck themselves. So,
and it's not enough to offset like their taxes and the fees.
Exactly.
So it's just like, you might as well.
Moving costs money. It costs money to move, right?
It sure does.
Some people think, oh, I'm going to be so smart and I'm going to spread the money that I have over the 5 top altcoins. And then when they start moving at different times, they start like pushing buttons and they wreck themselves. And just swapping and transferring around, they miss the pump in the one that they actually were convicted in.
Right.
So Hex on PulseChain for me is the thing that I'm convicted in. And the fact that the price has dropped lately was completely predictable. There's like a worldwide marketing campaign about to launch. And do people really think Richard wants people to have a bad entry? Like, Richard always wants people to have a good deal. This latest price drop was completely predictable. And on the internet, we're seeing the most hilarious capitulations. And it's been actually quite funny to watch, because a lot of people, if they're tuned in at the moment, and at the moment I'm not particularly tuned in, they get quite emotional when the price drops. Oh my God, it dropped. Why did you see the price? It dropped. And it's like, well, the marketing campaign's about to come out. Like, do you really think he wanted them to have a bad deal? Do you really think he was going to like pump the prices like a 2x and then say, please come and join? Like, that's not really the ethos of the chain. Like, he would, every cycle you get a new round of players, and it would be unethical to get those players in right near the top, because then they're just the exit liquidity, right? So of course, giving them a good entry is important.
Well, it's kind of like, it's good to reward the stakers. You know what I mean? The people who are making a long-term deal, and the people who are doing the less quick turnover gamble. And you could argue that it's, the smartest play to take advantage of that volatility and make the most that you can. But when it comes to marketing and making this coin and token accessible for people, you want it to seem more solid and less like a meme. You know what I mean? Where, okay, people go on Twitter, like they'll poo-poo it when they want to get in, and then they'll rave about it when they want to get out, and it's just opposite because they're trying to like get exit liquidity, whatever. And
Exactly.
if I were the developer of Hex, it'd be a hard. I could do ukulele. Anyway, it would be a hard deal to try to figure out how to market and when to pump it if it was in your power, right? Because you don't want it in the hands of people who just are preying on others, right? And that's even something to consider in the PulseX farms, right? With the ink and how much ink you get out. Like, you want to be careful. You don't want the bad players, just, oh, I'm making a lot of money. Like, yeah, but it's weird because you want people to kind of brag about making money because it makes it's good marketing, but at the same time, like, well, don't keep constantly dumping on the product to the extent where other people don't want to get into it, right? It's a very fine game theory balance of when to move. And if we've got Ethereum too, and it's so tightly coiled and bonded to PulseChain, and that's of course bonded to Bitcoin. So it's hard. It's not an easy thing. It's not just, okay, button press go, it's nice out. You know what I mean? It's and that's kind of when the blockchain analysis, wallet watchers, and all these people are, that it's not a waste of time. It's just time consuming. If you want to be someone who really follows like that, by all means, I mean, that is the intellectual man's game, but it's a lot of time or a lot of structure you set up. You know what I mean? Where you could have a bot tell you when stuff moves and whatever. But it's you have to be there every day. You really do.
Oh, it's a scraping game. Like, you're getting tiny bits a lot of the time, and you may as well maybe just go to your real job, and you'd probably make more if you're making these tiny bits. Like, if you're trying to use it to pay for your groceries, and just like, it's not really the way that crypto should work. And I agree that it's going to be interesting to see how the pumps happen during this cycle for PulseChain. I really think that there's going to be a second capitulation event, but not in the traditional sense of the word, but all of the people that want to just, get it to 10 cents and then dump, or, it's not going to get past 10 cents. It's not going to get past 12 cents. There's so many people with so much hex that want some money out of it, that I really think that between the 1 and 10 and 1 and 20 cent mark, there's going to be like a second capitulation of people that will just completely be out after they hit their price. So I think there'll be a lot. I think there'll be a long-term game, like, fighting that between 10 and 20 cent people.
That's going to be a crazy ride. That's going to be a crazy ride. People are going to be elated and pissed, and which is just going to bring our algorithm up, right? PulseChain's going to be all over the place. And so, it's also funny to time, like, when you should super pay attention to it. Sometimes you shouldn't, because you want to develop the skills around just watching the crypto in order to help the crypto. You know what I mean? It
almost doesn't matter the price at the minute, because as people get their entry with the marketing campaign on PulseChain, there's going to be times over the next, and the marketing campaign, not everybody receives their post at the same time, right? Like, across the world, it would probably take in the order of weeks to happen, different times. So I can imagine there'll be like expanding, contraction of liquidity pools. There'll be quite a volatile period where there'll be some nice entry points at different times, and there'll be some nice pumps at different times to keep people interested. And then I think overall, getting the old people out between 10 and 20 cents will be quite a journey. And if I was Richard, not that I am, but if I was him, then I'd be shaking all those people out. So doing his best to get rid of all those people that want to sell at 10 cents. because you want them gone for the final part of the curve. And some people may choose not to play that final part of the curve depending on how much you've got invested.
Oh, they won't. It's going to take a lot of balls to hold when all that's going on because
it's
like,
you know, and it's going to be flush in the pan.
Yeah. Anyone in your
it's
family
like
knows.
Game of Chicken.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like if you want to make that final bit of money, that it's a complete
gotta
game
be
of
like
chicken.
a Sethian Gnostic. Be like, this is for DeFi, not for Lambos. You know, even though you advertise with Lambos.
But I think the social cues when to take profit will be the. There has been some calls for some ukulele and some more playing hot Pearl. Do you want to take us on a little
someone
break?
asked me what that you holding, Pearl. This is an Aerophone AE20 digital saxophone, and it's a synth. It's a wind instrument synth, and it has multiple instruments, so I can choose different ones. I think this is on the. Oh, that's the timpani. That's going to be weird. Give me a sec. Jazz.
Oh no, I love the different settings. It's cool.
Ooh, that's obnoxious. Hang on, let me find something. Pan flute, violin. Here's a violin one. Let's see what it's like. There's a bunch of sound settings on here. Oh, okay,
fully sounds like the violin. That one sounds like the oboe.
The oboe is cool. They have an oboe.
Oh, you have oboe? Oh, let's see that one.
You know what? I'm trying to figure out, because there's a big list. What would it be under? Oboe would be under...
Oh, there's heaps.
Woodwinds, I guess, right? Is that right?
Yeah, woodwind.
Woodwinds. There's brass winds. Oh, okay. Soprano sax. Here's a saxophone. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of like finding all this stuff.
Nah, I'm loving the different sounds.
This is in a synth.
It's such a cool instrument. I've never even seen it before.
Woodwinds. Oh, I think I have to go down. Here we go. Here we go. Alto sax. I want to find... There's the saxophone, flute. Flute's kind of cool. Oboe. Here we go. I found oboe.
Yeah, not bad. It does sound like that cobra music they play when they're taming the cobra. Oh, well done. Oh, bravo! That was amazing.
This isn't that hard. I still have to learn the fingering on it. But anyway.
Oh, well, thank you for that musical interlude.
We're rising. We are serenading the price up on Pulse.
I know. And people, the chat is loving it as well. They are loving to be serenaded. I'm going to bring up a couple of bookmarks here. Let's see what you can see. I think you guys can see it. Somi's been working hard to win the battle, never break character, never admit defeat. We do not apologize. We don't stop believing. Good on you, Somi. He's out there. When you know everybody on PulseChain is going to get rich soon, but you just can't prove it. I've been feeling like this for so long. Like I walk around my work thinking, oh, how can you not know? Like, how come you don't know Hex on PulseChain is going to do like 1000x? Like, how come you don't know? But yeah, I know it inside me, but I'm always wondering, like, how can people not know this? But yeah, they just don't see it like I see it.
Because they don't read the white paper. No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't see the
they
magic
just don't,
text, really. I think
because I suppose we had it like nice, like as we had a cycle, well, a round trip or whatever, like last cycle when Richo was live streaming. So I suppose we got to see the man, the myth, the legend. But yeah, hopefully he returns to live streaming. Do you think he will return to live streaming?
I don't know. Maybe he will. It's hard for me to believe that he never will again. I just don't think that's in him. But
we got this crackling noise. Is that me? Can you hear it?
It could be me.
No, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh, okay. The benefits have to outweigh the negatives, right? And Richard just went through some crazy legal stuff. I don't really know what advice he got, whether it was to never stream again, to stream later, wait for whatnot, this Interpol thing. We don't know what else is going on. You know what I mean? And we don't know. There's a lot we don't know. I mean, nuclear herbs might give us the best hints we can get on the issue.
Yeah.
But nobody's him. They don't know. They know where he's at. They don't know what his. You know.
Oh, this is a good comment. He can only do a comeback once. That's so true. That's very true, because I imagine he would want to time the comeback. And yeah, the thing that I kind of think about with this cycle is that we're in August, and I know people are calling for a longer cycle, which I don't believe in. So, and there has to be a lead up to gain momentum with anything. So I really feel like personally, it's time for Richard to come back. It's not up to me. I'm not Richard, but
Right.
It would be good for my bags if he started coming back like consistently.
I mean, he still made like a Christmas stream. It just wasn't live. Like, he's giving us crumbs. He didn't disappear to Antarctica, and if he
and
did,
it is well, yeah, there's my baby's making some really strange noises, like a cat that's dying, but I swear she's probably just playing. Yeah, I lost my train of thought because anyway, as I start talking, it's cute, but it's also like, oh, stop. Yeah, he did, and I'm not saying it's not complicated, because he's still got the red notice, and it would be so lovely not to have that, and that might not be in his control. He obviously didn't want a red notice. Nobody would want that. And is there the potential for that to go away? Of course, but in what time frame? Might not go away this cycle. So him live streaming may not be possible this cycle. And what does that look like for everyone? I think depending on the price action, I don't think it will make too much of a difference. And traditionally, like honestly speaking, people use his streams as a marker to actually dump, because it's an easy social cue to just take profit. But I want him to stream for different reasons, because I enjoy the education and I enjoy the enthusiasm that it brings out in the community. And that in itself, does that contribute to price action? Maybe, maybe not. I think people just see the charts. So, I mean, the social game, in terms of the community being all engaged, and the price chart, do they relate to each other? Possibly not. I think the price chart is moved by giant whales. So, there's a lot of people that don't influence the price chart at all, me included.
He put a lot of effort to do that viral crazy marketing, and it worked, and then he got attacked. That's what happened. That's what, so I mean, the money and the time, and even aside from the streaming, right, like his crazy stunts that he did for, like, from them trying to launch PulseChain all the way to its actual launch, even after the funds were or people sacrificed. After that, like, every day, he's already rich, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not just the streaming. He was on Telegram all the time. He was marketing on Twitter all the time. And there's no reason to turn that off if it's not the smartest thing to do. So I just have faith that he's doing what he needs to do that's best for the chain, even if it doesn't look like it makes sense, because he's been there. He's been that guy on it for so long. He loves having his little personal army of hexagons. He has to, right? So
it's gonna be so funny, the comeback show, because all of the people with all of the capitulation posts, and some of them are being quite epic and rude, and we remember, right? Like, hexagons are good like that. We do take, not that we take receipts, or I personally save them, but in our own heads, we're like, nah, I remember. And we're all guilty of doing like stupid shit, like shilling something that didn't work well. Not you, because you're hotball. You've actually been really good.
I try. I mean, I'm not like an absolute purist. I've done other stuff. Granted, like the other stuff that I've been into is good and not a scam. I mean, I'm lucky in that. But that the way that hodlers work is they try to read the white paper and they try to understand the crypto before buying it. They don't look at charts as much, right? So if the functionality is good, right, and there's a reason for it to last a long time, and the founder isn't all about money and fame and whatnot, then, but it's a lot of research, right? And we're not always right, but you know, I've been into memes like I like the Helgo Pulse Kittens. You know, I like the Hedron Icasa, and those aren't memes. You know what I mean? But yeah, it took a long time for me to truly get into it because I wanted to read and make sure that it was something that was legit. It happened to be the case, especially, you know, with the auctions and all of that, you know, that went on. Got a lot of T-shares with that. The Icasa auctions are beautiful, but you know, you just got to be careful, and you got to be not everyone's going to be into what you're going to be into, and I want the entropy of PulseChain to be high. I want people to develop on it, and at the same time not be shilling a bunch of garbage or it being exit liquidity or wanting other people to be mine. You know what I mean? I'm not launching any token for myself. You know what I mean? Hex is still my favorite out of all of them, right?
Same.
So
yeah,
I don't need to make anything else. I don't need to rip anyone off. You know?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's no point to have a paid group if Hex is going to do what I think it's going to do. Like, that's why I find it funny if people are like monetized, because I'm like, if you're in a product that is going to do really well, that would be the amount of, like, if you get $50 a week from someone, that would pale in significance to the gain that you would make if you were truly convicted. We have some very smart questions coming from Reinvent Ideal with Cairo, and I have got some banger clips that might answer these questions. Maybe even a stream from him will have little effect when the treasury bond yields are above 4%. So yeah, I don't know too much about macro markets, I'll admit, but the rate cuts will obviously lead to a capitulation, and then we'll see what happens after that. Now let's see what this one says. That's a financial force of gravity. Well, what's the financial force of gravity suppressing risk on? Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. Sorry, I'm not like an economist or a financial advisor, so I'm not sure. But I do have these banger clips that I stole from my husband. And let's see if this answers your question.
That's just crazy that almost $1 trillion is nothing.
But I guess my point is, would you want to revalue the gold at a much higher rate? Because at the market price, it's not making a dent.
You would have to. And James Rickards talks about $24,000, and the way he does it is dividing the money supply, I think M2, into the amount of gold that we supposedly have, which hasn't been audited since '53. And at $24,000, let's put it this way, every $4,000 increase in the price of gold gives the Treasury General Account $1 trillion free and clear. And the way that works is the Treasury issues gold certificates to the Federal Reserve. And those gold certificates give claim on the fiat dollar value of the gold, not the gold itself. It belongs to the American people and to the Treasury. But they give the Treasury certificate or the gold certificates to the Fed, who then prints the money out of thin air and gives it to the Treasury. So they would get $6 trillion in that example to pay down their debt, maybe to buy more gold, whatever it is they want to do.
Yeah, I don't know if that answered your question, but I gave it a shot. So Doz has got all these clips there's some from Tom Lee as well I got lined up here. I might just play one more clip, and I don't know that any of these won't answer your question, but at least it's some macro goodness for your little brains from someone else.
I do know,
they know what they're doing.
Two things, that markets are symmetric. So the faster your decline, the faster the bounce. That's
always?
Yeah.
Chartkit has a great one on that.
Yeah. So we showed that basically, unless there's a recession, it's always a symmetric bounce. It's the ratio is like 1.4 to 1.7. So if it took 8 weeks to lose 20, you'll recover it back in 1.4 times that length.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, it's always like there's a
symmetry.
Why?
So why do so many people think V-shaped recoveries are anomalous when, based on what you're saying, they're actually the norm?
I think people don't study history.
Yeah, I mean,
1.4 to 1.7.
That's cool. Like Tom Lee is such a Chad, right? He's like the Chad of crypto. I'm going to give him a Chad award. We did have this question.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to get it because he's really cool and he says really smart things. As do you, Hod Pro. I'm going to give you a chat award as well. Now,
Oh, cool, man. Yeah.
Dr. Go, are the marketing devices real? Is Richard in the room with us right now? Yeah, the marketing devices are real. There has been a push to talk about the marketing devices that we don't know anything about. So I wanted to make a dick in a box joke, and I was back and forth in my own head about this for so long. How am I going to present the dick in the box joke? Am I going to just show the Timberland clip about dick in the box? Is it going to be like a hologram of a dildo? And look,
is it going to be like popcorn in a movie theater where you're trying to get popcorn? And
I mean, I'm just imagining a combination of dick in the box, a green dildo that's some kind of like online thing versus Princess Leia hologram, a mixture of all three. And that is where my mind is headed.
With Kermit the Frog.
That is what I think is in the box, guys. That is what it is. I could give you the dimensions. I could give you what the sticker looks like. I could give you all other details that I don't actually know about. But it's a dick in the box. You heard it here first. He used to have a company, no shit, selling dildos. Like Richard Hart. I don't know if that's how he made his money, but he did. He sold adult products. And now he's sending dick in a box to fucking everyone in America.
Is he just using like Red Bull cans?
You're welcome.
As the circumference, like mold.
Yeah, the Red Bull labeling. Yeah. So this whole what's in the box, like that's where my mind goes. Like, do not tell me what's in the box without watching that Timberland clip, right? And it's just going to get my show like banned for this like week, but it's totally worth it. So let me just find the clip.
Dick in the box. America.
It's like in YouTube, and it was like a Saturday Night Live clip.
Do it.
You can play us some music if you want, just while I find this, if that's okay.
What am I? Yeah, sure. What am I? That's fat brass. What's this going to be?
Oh,
man, I should be more prepared.
Oh, me too.
All right, kind of staccato.
I liked that. That was good.
Pulse flute. This has pulse flute. Well. Born in the USA? Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
See, there's some notes I don't know how to hit because I'm not a saxophone player. I don't think I can hit that sharp. Let me see.
Try.
Born in the USA.
Yeah, give it a go.
Whoa, what's this?
Try hit the high F.
I mean, I don't know how. I'll have to read the guide on to do it because there's like saxophone thing. I don't know.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
All right,
you ready?
Dick in a box.
All right, dick in a box. I hope I got the right version.
All right, let's try this. They sell hexagonal boxes at Michael's in case you wanted to.
A hexagon box.
Be like a hexagon.
Gosh, I mean, Richard's bringing back the old school with the whole dick in the box thing. I think that's incredible. That he could have that, you know, interplay between like modernism and that old school meme. It's a dick in a box, oh girl, you know what you need.
What do we
Number one, I like how there's instructions. Number one, you gotta get the box.
Hey, Claus, I got a banger that I made on Sumo.
Oh my gosh, I have it lined up. Okay, okay. Tell us the creative process.
I'm going to tell you guys. So I have
also
my
the clicking. There's
Aerophone.
that clicking sound. Do you know how to get rid of that clicking sound?
Is it me? I don't know.
I don't know if it's me or you.
It might be me because I don't really hear it. It's probably dumb.
Oh,
I don't know what I'm
me then.
I don't know.
Is it my? Anyone else can hear it? It might just be me. I think it's me.
Could be my chainmail necklace against my.
No, it's a continuous.
No, I don't think that's it.
I wonder if it's me.
Really? It's probably you then.
Oh, no one else can hear it. They don't seem to be complaining anyway. They can hear it. Yeah, tell us about the creative process with your song, and then I'm going to play it. And also, there's there's one other person that I'm going to show singing as well.
Okay, so there's a lot of AI stuff going on, and it's not all created equal and not all trained equally, but it's really cool to generate stuff quickly. Suno.ai is really good for song generation, and it'll make you the lyrics, or you could write your own lyrics. For the pro version that you pay money to, there's an editor in there. And so what I did, and this is like yesterday and today, is I went and prompted a Hex and PulseChain song, and I was like, okay, I want the band to be a female band, but hardcore epic, and I want it to be about Hex and PulseChain. And I'm still working on some now, but I have just one or two on there. But you can make songs about Hex and PulseChain, and you can edit them if you have the pro version. Like take some lyrics out, change things, make them loop like smaller loops depending on what you want to do. So I know a lot of people have they've done mid-journey things. Now you can do video if you're in there's a lot of stuff you can do, especially for marketing, but Suno's cool for the music. So this is what I did, and it's a banger, I think.
It's so good. Okay, let's
I
hear
also
it.
made a bunch of Uzbekistani metal, and that's killer, but I'm not
up.
showing you guys.
Rewind because I was listening to it before.
Uzbekistan and metal is a great combo. But anyway, here's
Here it is.
Chain Hex. It's going to take a while for the lyrics to come in.
I love the metal.
PulseChain is finally here. Now it's time to switch gears. PulseChain is the best, yeah. Say goodbye to Ethereum gas fees. Hex on PulseChain, baby. PulseChain, PulseChain, PulseChain. It's insane. Hex on PulseChain, baby. It's the best thing ever made.
Dude, that is epic.
Yeah. So that's one. So whenever you generate one, it makes you two different versions with the same exact lyrics. So you could do any genre, anything. Like you could make a whole album of it, right? You could make Hex Jam Radio, and it's just nothing but bangers. You know what I mean? Or you could also do your own tracks and work with that. And if you're in a rush or something, or you want AI help, you can have it continue your style or your voice. A lot of models that do voiceovers
it's take over the job of some people. Hey,
unless they
would you mind with your instrument? If you take it away from the microphone, I wonder if it's interference that's causing our.
Is it?
Okay,
maybe
right
that is. All right.
I'd stop now. There we go. Here we go. So we have a question here. Due to classy ladies, yeah, we're very classy. Maybe might have lost some classy points with that dick in the box thing, but I thought it was a joke that had to be made.
Man, it's hexagon classy.
Just felt like I had to. Have a top signal that you're watching. I'm waiting for. Mine is when Richard goes on Rogan. What am I waiting for? I think, the usual Lambo pictures from certain people. I know that there are certain people that will post the picture of their new Lambo. So I think that will, I don't want to say who it is because then they won't do it because I've said it. But there's a certain person that I'm waiting to post a picture of a Lambo and I'll be like, gotcha. I think it'll happen sooner than what people will think. I think the Lambo will be bought maybe 1 week before the actual chop. But when that certain person posts the certain Lambo, I can even imagine the color of Lambo is green. Like that lime green, like Kermit the Frog green. When I see that, I'm like, gotcha, predictable.
Like
Boom,
ink green?
No, like
Instant
Kermit green, like lime, like
Kermit
fluorescent.
going to the
like fluorescent kind of like green. Yeah, that's my top signal from this certain person that I'm gonna keep to myself because it's like such a predictable. What's your social top signal?
Social top signal?
Oh, like what you see, you know, on X, and you're like, that's the top.
I don't know, just enough like I'd say like the gifs of the dancing victory girls with the ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
you see 2 minutes, but it has to be enough of them in a row. Like, okay, well, this has been going on for 3 days straight. It's time for the drop. Because it's kind of like top signaling goes down again, and then everyone doesn't post gifts, and then they're sad. So the lack of gifts and more text. I'm so angry, or buy my crypto. But then when the gifts are sparkles,
I think some of the
on social media, and
I think some of the bigger players will probably nice. So just accumulation of the dancey ladies. Yeah, fair. I think some of the bigger players, once they capitulate, will tell everyone because they're out, right? And so then they want the price to go down because they're out. And so then they also think maybe subconsciously they can influence the price to go down because they're out.
Right. I mean, people don't know it. Subconsciously, sometimes when, you know, or maybe they do know, but sometimes when someone's saying something sucks, it's because they want to get back into it with the lower price.
I think like I think when some of the bigger players actually do capitulate, they'll just come out and say that they've sold, and they'll say, you all should sell because I've sold, and that's the top, because each person wants to have the right to have called the top on the day. But I think the bigger players naturally they exit sooner because they have obviously bigger bags. So maybe once they start top signaling the actual top, it might be 2 or 3 weeks after that. But maybe that would be generally speaking like not a bad kind of like almost a top signal. But all right, we are out of time, so we might wrap up. Podpro, was there anything you wanted to say that we didn't get to?
Yeah, hodl and stop complaining, man. This is the best crypto ever made. If you're in Hex and you're on PulseChain and the throughput's higher and the gas fees are less, things are going to happen. But it's such a good token. It's a blockchain certificate of deposit. It's going to go up and down. You're going to get paid yield if you do what you say you're going to do, and you know, and stake on time. If not, you pay. If not, and you end a little later, right? Then you pay the rest of the staker class, so it's good for everyone else being staked, you know. But it's just great. It's a great token, you know. And you can go and do the ups and downs and everything, or you can hold and stake and just watch people do their thing. Have some extra time for yourself instead of like losing it on the internet. Learn some new things. There's a lot of new things. A lot of new technology happening you should get into. It's pretty important if you're a creative person, right? Use your time wisely, you know what I mean? And Hex is the best for that. So I just say remain a Hexican and be patient. It's the best. It's the best.
I look forward to all of the people that funded their own bags throughout the last 1 to 3 years, pretending they didn't when the price starts going up. So I think
they'll remember stuff for 2 weeks. 2 week memory.
Yeah, they'll be like, 14 days. And then I like how people slide back in, and there's no like, oh, I'm sorry, I was a dick for the past 2 years. They just slide back in, and they're like, and then they start pushing positive posts again. But that would be a good thing. I agree with you what you said, Hodful. I think Hex on PulseChain is. And I think people should know this by now. So I'm always kind of like, I walk around thinking like, how do you not know? How do you not know? How do you not know?
Okay, when you launched your own token, because Hex is the best. I'm not going to outdo it. I'm just not. No. I like things that work well, and it's great. And there have been people that try to copy it, and it's not been copied, and it's good enough.
Yeah, it's going to be epic. All right, thanks everyone for coming in the chat. And Replay Gang, appreciate you too. See you, everyone. Have a good day, night, evening.